Okay. What am I doing?
Starting.
Right. I want to start with the intro, but I'm all discombobulated. Drunk too much last night.
It won't last. Look.
That's because I already did my 10,000 steps today.
Told you so.
Screw you, son. I'm going home.
Today's segment is pretty much talking about pick a struggle.
You pick a struggle.
You have to pick a struggle.
That pick a struggle, bruh.
You need to pick the goddamn struggle.
You have more than 2 struggles. If you have 3, then that's it. It is over for you. You have to pick a struggle.
But it don't do that when it's like when I'm rewatching it.
Yeah.
It don't skip like that.
It just when we go live.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. Like the way it doesn't. It'll play it all the way through. Like that's
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Don't do that. Doing the actual video.
But welcome.
Welcome, y'all. How y'all doing?
Welcome to Pick a Struggle.
Yeah, I better come on in this room.
Right.
Come on. But anywho, let's just get started.
Yeah, I had drunk too much last night. I just need to. I had to go to bed like 5:30.
Damn. First of all, let's just talk about last night.
Right.
What happened?
Okay, what happened? You tell me.
I don't know. I wasn't there. You got the floor.
I thought you was saying you had this.
No, I said what's going on? What happened last night?
Oh, I didn't even go out.
Why not?
Cause by the time he got off work, I think he got off work like around 8. And so I was like, just come over here and we'll just hang out. We just sat and drunk and just talked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's safer than being out and about, especially with COVID, this variant.
Right. We were supposed to go to 1851 just to.
Oh, the club. Okay. I thought you didn't do the club.
I don't know.
Oh, you was
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But 1851 is more like a bar thing than like
a
nightclub.
If it's a nightclub, it's for the nightclub though.
Yeah.
You said it's more like
1851 is more bar.
Okay, so it's opposite of Instagram.
Yeah, and they do drag shows and stuff. It's not like they have it's small. Really small.
So it's on the strip.
No, it's right down the street on Division. 1851.
1851. I ain't heard of it.
What?
I have not heard of it. But but when I go out in Dallas, the strip. I like the strip. It's fun.
I used to go there, but they be fighting.
They do be fighting. But they be live though. It be fun.
And then when I heard about that man that was in the alley killing them.
Oh, killing, yeah. That was some bullshit.
Or beating them up or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we didn't do nothing. And then I was hanging out with Brandon. It was like a friend thing. It wasn't.
What's Brandon?
Remember I told he was the one that won't answer his phone. I'm talking about way back.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So so what happened? Y'all was reconnecting?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You know, especially since his schedule changed, so he's working in the daytime and then he's off like Sundays and Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like our off days kind of correlate. It's like, okay, let's start hanging out.
Okay, that's good.
So
what y'all drinking on?
I was drinking. He don't drink.
Mm.
Not because he was like, I gotta drive. He's never been a drinker.
Mm-hmm.
We have no.
He don't smoke either. That's good though. You don't find too many young people that don't smoke or drink.
Right.
That's good though.
Like he just got his ears pierced. Like that's how straight laced he is.
Oh, that's so cute.
Right.
How long you been knowing him?
Ooh.
Did you go to school with him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like almost like 10 years.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's what's up.
Give or take or two.
So y'all were just sitting here talking, reminiscing.
Right, listening to music.
Did you cook? I know you cooked something.
Yeah, I did cook.
Mm-hmm.
It was frozen shit. I had went and bought a pizza.
Oh well, I mean it's still something.
I
had went to whip up
nothing. I don't know pizza.
Really? I didn't. I was gonna ask you about that. I noticed that you haven't been cooking. What's going on? Cooking is your thing. I mean, cooking is like your
Right,
how
yeah.
this is, you know, how you just natural at that. That's how cooking is for you.
Yeah, I just
Probably because you do it for a living too.
That-
has something to do with it.
and then I don't like my kitchen no more.
There's nothing wrong with your kitchen.
I just don't like it. I want a bigger kitchen.
Okay, I can understand you want a bigger kitchen, but you have a able kitchen. It ain't like you got a hot plate or nothing. You got a whole full ass stove and
Yeah. Like when I was, oh my God, when I used to live budget suite.
Oh yeah, with the 2 burners.
Yeah. They had a whole oven. It was $400. It was like, oh my gosh. She was like there. Just there. Table in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, no, I can't do this.
Yeah, I lived in this thing for like 3 weeks, so I know what you mean. But that one only had 2 burners. I ain't even turn them on. I forgot it was there. I was like, oh, it's a little over behind the door over there.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I ain't got time.
Yeah, I only cook on the weekends. Well, cook something on the weekends, but mostly it'd be cooking jazz something. It really don't be
For you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that. Shit. Cooking ain't my thing anyway, so when I do it, it's a what you call it? Not a surprise, but a
Special.
Yeah, a special event.
Right.
Extravaganza whenever I cook. Can I have some in my cook?
Yeah.
Thanks. I just need a little taste.
It's a little bit.
Yeah, we are drinking some wine.
Eternity? Is that what it is?
That's good. Intermingle. That's good. I got it from Thank goodness I ain't been drinking, so I can take it. I can take it to that. But I got it from Aldi's. It's called Intermingle. It's real cheap, $5.99. So, but it's really good. It tastes really good. It's not too dry.
No.
But
It's not too sweet.
It's not too sweet either, and it's not like Merlot where you're like, oh, you can drink this. So,
Yeah, this half talking about some. You want some wine? Yeah. Well, it's hot.
I'm used to drinking all wine cold.
I was like, I've never.
Cause I buy box wine, and it automatically go in the fridge, even if it's rated. I just put everything in the fridge. Anyway, so I'm used to drinking cold wine.
Yeah, I told red wine is supposed to be room temperature.
Well, I ain't no wine connoisseur.
White wine is chilled.
It's chilled. I'll put some ice in this right now.
And not in the refrigerator chilled.
Like in the ice bucket chilled.
Yeah.
This whole time I've been drinking wine raw.
I learned that when I think it was when me and my sister we went to Grapevine and they have wineries out there.
Yeah.
We went out there and did a tasting.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It was.
Cause y'all ride the little bus like is there like.
Oh no, we didn't go to that kind of. No.
It's just you just went to the winery.
Yeah.
You just go inside.
Yeah. Because it was a small place, so we walked to the I guess the farm,
like the grapes or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so we got to see that, and then they showed us the barrels that they put it in, and the machines and stuff. They were big as hell.
Yeah. That sounds like it's cool.
And so then we sat at the bar, and then we did a tasting. Hey, there she is.
Yeah,
My sister. Yeah. Then we did the tasting, and the girl was telling us like what snacks goes with what wine.
Yeah.
And so that was neat.
Did they give y'all some snacks too?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like
They gave us cheese.
Cheese and crackers. Yeah. Oh, Cheez-It.
Cheez-It.
Oh.
No, not Cheez-It.
Yes. They are wrong for that. Goldfish for 99 cents. Well, get the business.
I'm trying to remember what else. What else did they give us? But yeah, but that's where we learned what happened.
Nothing. I was trying to try to share it, but
Oh yeah, you can't do it while
You
you
can't do it while
actually
you
live.
live.
Yeah.
that's right.
I was gonna say that's wrong. Then why ain't nobody watching?
I'm gonna say, why ain't nobody looking at us? We used to have at least two or three in the beginning. They fall off, but they be there in the beginning.
Right.
Oh, y'all, where y'all at?
But where the hell was I going? But it was cool going to a winery.
Yeah. I used to always say I want to do that, but I never did.
Why are you drinking a Coke too?
Because this is just for a taste test reason.
Okay.
I really want the Coke. The Coke is what I really came for. This is so we can, talk and have a little wine.
Right. Little sippy.
Yeah, while we discussing shit.
Right.
Discussion.
But what'd you do? What'd you do? What
Last
happened?
night?
This weekend, this week.
Oh, nothing. I didn't do that. I didn't do nothing. Didn't do anyone this weekend.
How is he doing, by the way?
I don't know. Anywho, my kids went back to school on Thursday, so that's about me. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me?
I'm just listening to you tell the story.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So my kids went back to school on Thursday. Well, two of the kids, my senior and my 8th grader, Sean and Shanice. Shane didn't go back to school. He'll be back on Monday because he was sick. So I didn't want to send him to school, coughing and sneezing. Everybody's going to be like, COVID.
Right.
So I said, you can stay home until Monday. So he'll be back tomorrow. And then Pinky Love, y'all. I don't know if y'all knew she was here.
No, we didn't know.
She's been here. Y'all knew. I told y'all in June when she got here. But she left yesterday. She went back to school. She went back to
Where did she go to?
Texas Tech.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She going for
journalism. I forget
I remember
the other. She has 2 majors. I forget the other one.
Oh, okay.
I know. But it's all communication.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what she want to do in life. But that's pretty much all I did this week. Is just get kids back on the routine. Get kids well, and say bye to my daughter yesterday morning.
Who else did you say bye to?
Nobody. Anywho, on a lighter note, I'm not lying. I didn't say bye to him. Oh, my brother, he came over and I said bye to him and he left.
I want to hear what happened.
Actually, nothing happened. I'm just being silly. And then my sister, I think I told y'all last week that we did a siblings outing last Thursday, and we have another one planned for a couple weeks. I was going to say something about it on my personal page, but they have like this little food carnival festival at the beginning of beginning of September. So I'm going to post it on my page. If y'all, we should go, y'all. It's only $10.
Now, I might go to that.
That sounds, yes, you should come.
Yes.
It's only $10. All my family will be there.
I did not know Michael Sean had hosted a bike party.
It was on the flyer.
I didn't know
That's
that.
the radio station. The righteous.
Shut up!
Yeah, that's just.
We might go there just so I can meet Michael Sean.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah. And then he came on the floor.
Yeah, that's where I know him from. You not on that number?
I don't know. Listen.
No.
I don't know.
Okay, so remember I told you I filled out that application?
Yes. I've already talked about all that.
You did? And didn't tell me?
Because I hate to be that person. That's why I was like, cause I
don't mind being that person.
Because I'm the person that'll overthink and then I say something Friday and never like it's not that. That's not what happened. You overthinking it. So
I don't know, but what a coinkydink.
I know.
What a coinkydink. So this was this year. This year I was, oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I know we used to be with Fishbowl, and they used to have these meetings, these Zoom call meetings. And I'm on the Zoom call with the owner of Fishbowl, Sammy, and we're sitting there, getting ideas for our shows and, just listening to people talk about the experience. While I'm there, I get a notification from Indeed saying that K104 was hiring a personality, and you had to, know like technical stuff and all this other stuff. And so I filled it out and didn't get it. But it's just so funny that Michael Sean left K104.
Yes, and I don't know why I thought that you had already thought about that.
No.
But see, you don't know that you didn't.
Okay, you didn't. Because I haven't listened, because I work recently. Or recently, I will be at work. I'll be at work like 5 a.m, so I really don't listen to the radio. And then even before then, I was working later in the morning, like around 11 or 12. So I'm at home like sleep when the show's going on. So I haven't listened to the radio in a minute. I did not know that.
A friend of mine told me maybe like 3 months ago that Michael Sean was no longer part of this winning team.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wonder what happened. So I go online, I go to his Instagram page, I do all that kind of stuff. So I want to be nosy. And I see that they said he had a problem with alcohol or something.
Girl, shut up.
So
Allegedly.
This is what I took from whatever I read. And then
No wonder why he sounds like that.
right. And then I seen something on Lady Jade. I don't know if y'all look familiar with K141.
Yeah. I know
something
Lady
on
Jade.
her Instagram
Yeah.
about it was like some I don't know.
What she say?
It just sounded like she had something to do with Michael Sean not being there no more. From what I could see. But that's just me speculating, me trying to read between the lines. So I don't know. But the alcoholism, he said that himself that he had a problem with alcohol.
Okay.
And so that wasn't like a big, like it wasn't like nobody throwing shots about that. But I don't know. He's no longer there.
He's no longer there. So I didn't. Okay. Oh, this is just too much. Because we know Gary from Fishbowl, and he's part of Righteous Radio. Is that what it's called? Righteous Talk Radio or something like that. And he said that he was like partners with somebody, but never said who it was. Right? And I did not know it was Michael Sean until
you saw the picture.
I was today's years old.
No, you didn't see the picture on
No, the only picture I saw was the one with Gary and Michael Sean at the white party. He was like, thanks for hosting it.
Right.
That's the only picture I saw.
No, okay, so it was on the flyer. I think that's why
I don't think I saw the flyer.
Yeah, because it was on the flyer. But I had knew before then that he had a new radio station, an independent type of station, kind of like Fishbowl.
What they got now, but I was not
thinking connected now together.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, so look at my son calling.
Right.
But yeah, so people don't keep it 100, and I think that's the reason why this kind of stuff happens.
Yeah.
Because people don't keep it 100. Like, if you had known back then that would have been the situation, it probably would have been different. For me, I don't know. It might not have been different because you don't really know Michael Sean. But at the same time, we probably could have had a different transition.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The transition, which Dre's setup is amazing. But I'm just saying, like, because it was one point in time, we was kind of like in a limbo space. We really didn't know what we were going to do at home. Or we were going to go to
we were looking for office spaces.
Yeah, we looked at the space and everything. Yeah.
Which that was horrible. That was horrible.
It was fun, though.
It was funny.
It was funny. We got to tell y'all about that story one day.
Right.
But we were looking for space. We were looking for maybe getting rent out a B&B every week. Like, we just had ideas going. And we probably could have made a better decision.
What the hell is a B&B?
An Airbnb.
Oh.
We were looking at renting out. Well, in my head, I was like, maybe we could rent out an Airbnb.
Right.
But the transition could have been better. Now, mind you, Gary did invite us to Righteous Radio.
Still is.
But we didn't know what that was at the time. We was like,
because we had already left one station. Like, we didn't want to leave one. It's like, like when you're in a relationship, you don't want to leave one relationship and then just automatically care and get another one.
Right.
You don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. So that's what we were like, nah. But hell, if I would have known Michael Sean was the owner,
right,
I probably would have jumped on that.
Yeah, because I mean, it's Michael Sean. He got connections to Power 109 in New York. Like he used to work for I want to say he used to work for Charlamagne and them.
Oh, in the Breakfast Club?
I want to say he used to work for them, but I know he has connections to them. Yeah. So, I mean, being in the space that he's in, it can open up a lot of opportunity because you never know what his thought process about, like, finding new talent and things like that. But, I mean, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Right. I'm going to have to put a pin in that. Especially since I'm getting a new job.
Right. Oh. Do tell.
Later. Wait till I actually start.
Okay. We might have some champagne popping soon.
Right. Maybe next week.
All right.
But that is amazing. That is so weird. Small world.
It is. It's a very small world.
But so my sister called me And she was like, well, first she was getting on to me about not answering my phone.
I ain't gonna, you know what? I don't mean to cut you off. You talking about Shanina?
Yes.
Okay, girl, because this whole week he been kind of ignoring me a little bit, and I had to check in with him yesterday. Let me tell you how funny he is.
That threw me off. I was like, why is she calling? Are you okay? I'm like,
because y'all, Dre does not do that. Usually when I send him an article, I send him something that I like get prepared for the show, he'll respond some kind of way. He'll respond to the article or he'll say something. Well, I was sending him shit. I even sent him a funny video, about the Respect movie, parody or whatever. And he didn't say nothing. So I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, I watched it and it wasn't that funny.
It was funny to me. It was funny. I was laughing hard in the car. I was like, Mom, it's not that funny.
It was like, I get it. Okay.
But Shanita, I know what you mean because I had to check. I was like, and I didn't want to call because I know how he feel about calling him. If he don't respond to you, don't call. Basically, that's what I get when he calls. So I'm like, okay, let me just text. So I text him, are you okay? This dude gonna talk about he was upset. Let me tell you what happened, y'all. This is why I be want to strangle his ass sometimes. So I said, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm upset. So I'm like, something bad and stuff. I'm like, what happened? I'm thinking it's something deep, you know what I mean? He's like, I didn't get my food. And I'm like, get your food. He's like, yeah, Uber Eats, somebody, one of the delivery people, didn't deliver his Taco Bell. So I'm like, oh man, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Did you get your money back? He was like, no, not yet. I'm just really hungry. I want my food. And he was like, I was like, okay, well, I'm about to get ready to go. So when I leave, if you still ain't got your food, then I stop at Taco Bell. I get your food. You can pay me later. And he was like, okay. Yeah, but that happened last night. Y'all, I wanted to pick up the phone and call his ass so bad and be like, listen, stop. Keep playing. What's going on with you? And so he was like, oh, I'm tired. I'm getting ready tonight. I'm going to go out tonight. I'm like, okay, cool. You going out tonight? Have fun. Take pictures. I said take pictures because he don't never go nowhere. So I wanted to see him somewhere. And he was like, oh, okay, well, take pictures at the grocery store. So you know what? I'm not gonna play with him. I'm not gonna do this. And then, of course, Dr. Fred, he said he was going.
Yeah, really didn't go nowhere.
But still, though, I wanted to strangle his ass.
Oh my God. So as she was let me go up to so I can keep up with what the hell we're talking about. So my sister called me when she got on me about not answering the phone. She was like, I got some topics for you. Ooh. And so she was coming about Brother Polite.
Now, who is that? He's
in it, I don't know exactly what he does, how he made his money or whatever. The only reason I know him, is that he did an interview on the Breakfast Club. And he was talking about how he has many wives and
oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
And he was talking about how women shouldn't be laying down to give birth and all other stuff. That's literally the only thing I've seen him on. And so when I looked him up, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I know him. But she was like, Chad, he just got arrested. Now, this was this past Monday.
Mm.
But he ain't got arrested because he was messing with a 14-year-old girl. Then, but that's so I was like, okay, so let me look it up. She sent me the article. I'm sitting there reading, and we on the phone. This dummy. Okay, so the whole story is weird. Mm-hmm. The story that they telling now is he took his girlfriend's daughter, who's 14 years old, to a club event that he was supposed to be there. But the club was closed, so he took the girl to his hotel room. And then they said the mom found her daughter intoxicated with a swollen mouth.
Oh my God.
Then they got, and so Polite, his real name is Michael, so let me just start. Michael. So Michael get subpoenaed to for them to take his DNA. Because I guess the DNA was on her.
Mm.
And so when they
Probably
took the
just pulled him
DNA,
out.
probably.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't there. I was not a fly on the wall. I don't know how she got a swollen mouth.
Right.
Or how you get a swollen mouth from. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. And yeah, and so they took his DNA and it was his, and he turned himself in Monday in Miami.
Oh, what charge?
What was the charge?
Yeah.
Sexual assault.
So, did he raped her? Or he raped him? Okay.
I'm pretty sure other people have already talked about this. I think Tasha K has.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at that story.
Yeah.
More.
But it was just weird. Okay, so he's like this influencer. Yeah, I'll take a little bit more, of course.
Intermediate.
Right.
I'm gonna give you somebody this sponsorship.
Right. But
so what is his real? Okay, he's an influencer. So what else does he do besides?
he's like a Umar Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Except Umar wants to educate kids that
And he
wants to have sex with her.
I mean, sex. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm sorry. What'd you say? He wants to rape her.
Right. Rape them, take advantage of everybody.
Because they can't give consent. So, but ain't no telling. Because I was thinking it's just weird that you get caught this time. Ain't no telling
how many times. First of all, let me talk to the mom. Like, on some real
that
shit.
was the weird part about it. I was like, what mom lets a 14-year-old? And it's
I
like,
wish you would.
that's not even your husband.
That ain't her daddy.
No.
That ain't her uncle.
Just
your
boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend. Let me say this. From being a parent, and you a parent too, being a parent of a woman child, I wish a would ask me to take my child anywhere without me being in there. First of all, why you want to take my child to an event and not take me if I'm your girlfriend?
Exactly.
You want my daughter to be on your arm versus me being on your arm? You've been looking at my child this whole time. See, this is where you messed up at. When he first did something to make you feel some type of way about the interaction between him and your daughter, because I know this ain't the first time.
Right.
You should have left his ass in, or you should have checked him then. And you didn't do that. So everything that happens up until now
is your fault.
And I don't care how nobody feels about that. I know, being a parent, that it's very hard to date and first of all, dating
young kids.
Right. Dating anyway is hard. Even with no kids involved, no exes involved, just dating period is hard. But when you're dating as a single mother or a mother period, you have to be looking at everybody, and nobody should be getting a pass on nothing.
Right.
I don't care
it's
what
just
it is.
Expect it. Like it might be.
Expect for that motherfucker to be a pedophile. I'm sorry, and I hate to say it like that, but expect that. Because you never know.
Never know.
You be like, oh, he okay, he all right.
He's so nice. He likes taking them to the park and he does all the stuff.
And next time you look up your baby mouth swollen.
Right.
I'm just
drunk.
No. And my girls are 22 and 18, and I still looking at people. Don't be speaking too much to my daughter. And I know I'm not saying it like, oh, you can't say nothing to my daughters or you can't have no relationship with my kids. But don't do too much, because I'm looking at you upside your head now. Because you always asking about my child. No. I'm sorry. So it's your fault, Mom. I'm sorry. It's your fault.
Now, some people are saying that he was set up, and some are saying he didn't do it. They're lying. I can kind of see the setupization. Because to me, that is just so weird. Why send your 14-year-old? Like, it's giving me real R. Kelly vibe.
Right.
Why are you sending your 14-year-old daughter to a club with a grown man that has no connection to her? And then when the thing was closed, when the club was closed, you're not calling and be like, okay, so what happened?
Right.
Or you're not texting them like, okay, what's happening? What's going on?
Right. Where y'all at?
Right.
What time they event over? What time it started?
Right.
No. It's all your.
So I can see the setup part, but it's why? Just why? Yeah. It's a whole bunch of why, and ain't no answers. Like, why would you send her there? Why are you not in contact with her? How and why? Like, how do you even just find her intoxicated and then
just found her where?
Right, and then they said that Michael had convinced her not to go to authorities, and I think eventually she thought about it for a couple of days and was like, oh, okay, then let's go. Girl, you still got some clothes with the nut on it? Okay, let's go to the police.
Right. Stop selling y'all kids. Stop selling y'all kids to the highest bidder. And I know that.
I don't even think he got any money.
But for her, she might be dealing with some broke, nothing as people. But my thing is this. I know a lot of people feel like, and I've heard this before, and it's so sad, but I've heard women trying to defend the whole pedophilia thing, and they're like, well, it happened to me. I mean, it's just like part of life. Like, girls gonna get messed with when they're around men. And I'm sorry. And I'm so sorry that happened to anybody, male or female, because I never had to experience that, and thank God that I never did. But I just cannot relate to that.
No, that reasoning.
That's crazy.
It happened to me, so
right. She'd be all right.
Right. I made it. She'll be all right.
No, but you didn't make it because now you're selling your baby to the highest bidder. So that means that it happened to you and it fucked you up. Because now you're thinking that it's okay.
Right.
And no, I'm sorry. I just cannot jump on that bandwagon. I can't understand that reasoning. And even if he was set up, he still did what he did.
Yeah.
Even if it was like, okay, well,
just because the mama trash does not absolve him of anything.
Right. Even if that did happen, I got set up, but
you follow through with it. You fell into the trap.
You did what you did. So you gonna spend I hope he go to jail. I do. I hope he go to jail and get put up under the jail.
Right.
Because anybody who messes with a child, I don't care if that child is 17.5. Leave her alone Leave him alone until he's old enough to consent for himself, and I don't care what nobody says out there. Leave him alone.
Leave him alone, Palmo.
Leave him alone. He was funny, but he still was wrong.
Right.
And I don't know where it seems like this culture of molestation and pedophilia is just so rampant right now, or is it just we just now social media is here, so they highlight it.
Yeah, and then it's not as taboo as it was in the 90s.
Like they
or 80s. Secret. Yeah. Like, okay, yeah, it was just don't stand too close to uncle or whoever.
Yeah, he might grab on you.
Right. Girl, cover up.
Yeah.
Uncle over there. Cover up.
And I still, even though I've never experienced anything like that, I still say that to my girls only because it's a respect thing for me. Like, I don't even let my son walk around without his shirt in front of his daughter. In front of his sisters. It's just a respect. I'll say his daughter or my daughter. It's just a respect for me. I don't want him to put your shirt on. Even with my daughters, they don't have, women don't usually sleep with a bra on. When they wake up and they're coming around, they're coming outside, mingling. Put a bra on or put something on. I just don't
wear a sweater or
something. And it's not because I'm thinking, oh, he's looking or nothing like that. It's just a respect. Like, I don't want to see him swinging, and I'm sure nobody else wants to see him swinging. I don't come out swinging. Then you need to put it up too. Put them up. Swinging and banging. They end up doing gang signs and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be in front of your uncle like that. You shouldn't be in front of your dad like that.
Right.
I just think that's a respect thing. That's where I'm coming from with it. Not because my one daughter had said something, that's like, she said something about that's programming for women to not, that's like, she's very pro.
Pinky said too.
You know Pinky. She's very pro, strong woman, equal.
I am woman, hear me roar.
Equal rights for women.
Let me burn my broad move.
And she would have been in the middle. She would have been in the middle of that. Burning her bra.
Right.
Work because she don't know how to use it.
And you know what's funny? My sister always Like she didn't care.
Yeah.
Cause I remember asking her, like, does it hurt that you don't wear a bra? She's like, no, it hurts when I wear a bra. So when she at home, she just let them hang
and swing,
child, and knock,
and say hello.
Right.
How are you today? Yeah. And when I'm by myself, I mean, don't get me wrong. When I'm by myself, I do.
Yeah.
But like when my sons are there, I don't. My daughters, it just really just depends. Yeah, with my daughters, I'm a little bit more, open. But with my boy, especially Shane, because he's coming of age, I make sure I try to cover up as much as possible. I used to let him come in the room when I'm in the shower. Now I don't even do that.
Right.
Hey, I'm in the shower. Come back in a minute. So it's just a respect thing.
My mama don't do that. She be in the bathroom. I said, come here. You in the bathroom, mom. I got something to tell you. Hold on. Hold your nose. Just some wait.
I stopped doing it. I used to do that. Come here, bring me some tissue. I said other bathroom. But what was I about to say?
But no, it's the conversation of pedophilia is not as taboo because at first they won't talk about it at all. Right. And then next thing you know, 3 kids in the family have been touched by the same person because nobody said nothing. So now we're actually talking about it. We're having conversations where warning kids like, hey, don't go over there, it's not safe. Or, do this and do that. So, but pedophilia has always been there, and I really don't, this is like maybe a pessimistic thing to say, but I don't see it going anywhere because I think it is embedded into our, not our culture, but
our culture.
But no, because we ain't, this country ain't the only place that got pedophiles. But
human culture.
Yeah, right. The human race. Yeah. It's embedded in there, and it's old, but I don't see it going anywhere like prostitution.
Yeah. Because there's still some countries in the world where messing with kids is not illegal.
Yeah.
Marrying kids and marrying other children is not.
Here we have some states where somebody can marry a child. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me which states they are because I totally forgot, but I remember looked it up.
Shit. Right. I think Utah, while the little coats, not the coats, but the little old men, young women, what they call?
Not Mormons, but they look like people from Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, they button up and they long dresses and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what they call.
Girl, I was about to say pilgrims, but I know that. That's not it. It's not pilgrims. It's I feel stupid. But anywho, yeah. Y'all know what we're saying. Y'all know what we're talking about. So I hate that. I don't see it going anywhere. So we'll have to hopefully, if people are being more precautious when it comes to their kids and like the kid and adult relationship, if people are more careful and like, you can't do this, you can't go over there, or telling somebody you need to stay away from my child, I don't trust you. If people are more aggressive, I think it'll be
it can probably leveled out a little bit because it's to the point now. I ain't gonna say to the point now, but it's just like it's sad. Like every time you turn around, you hear about somebody messing with a kid, and we need to get these people some mental health. Mental health needs to be part of the curriculum at 5 years old. When you're in preschool, when you're in kindergarten, mental health, going and talking to the counselor should be a part of learning your ABCs and 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, because these kids, because it's not just kids. It's not just adults. These adults were kids before, and when they were kids, they probably was doing it.
It's not just teenagers, but kids are
you got 5-year-olds hunching, and I know that the little hunching stuff that's part of growing up, but you got 5 and 6-year-olds hunching on other 5 and 6-year-olds and making them think that's okay, or 7 and 12-year-olds doing it to other 7.
Oh my gosh! Just like that video I was watching. It's an old video, but it's a video of that little boy. He's talking to his mom. She's recording him, and he's like I hear what y'all be doing in that room.
Mm.
And she was like, what you talking about? I be hearing,
See?
And she was like, we be watching TV. Ain't no TV in your room. That's what he said. Y'all ain't got no TV. What you talking about?
Y'all be in there.
Right. And I hear you go, give me some more. And everybody was clowning her and was like, you need to talk to your child and not put this on social media because this is just wrong.
Yeah.
Because what if he starts reenacting that on another child?
Right. And exactly what he's gonna do. Whoever accessible to him, he can't do it to no adult.
Right.
So he gonna do it to the nearest kid that he can get to. So, and it's not, you can't, when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's hard to blame the child because they just reacting what they see.
Like lying.
Yeah, kids
They learned it from something.
They learn it, cussing, lying, stealing, all that kind of stuff. When you're an adult, that's when it's a problem. But the problem is that you've been doing it since you was a kid.
Right.
You just grew up on it, and now you messed up. That's why I said it needs to be a part of the curriculum.
Right.
Just like money management and credit and all that stuff.
But hopefully Michael goes to jail. That's it. All right, show's over. But right, what else happened? Oh, you heard? Oh my God, this is so funny. I think I talked to my sister about this too.
The hot topic.
No, I didn't.
You went straight in.
Go straight in. But oh my gosh, what's that girl's name? I don't forget that fast. That girl that married that basketball player and had a baby, divorced her, and now she's getting paid like a whole bunch of money in alimony.
Oh, the one that set him up.
Yeah,
I forget her name. That's
it's all right. It don't matter, but it's a funny story.
Yeah.
And I don't watch sports like that. I don't even think he's like popping.
Yeah.
Like that.
We gotta find a name because
okay.
I don't think he is popping, but it'll be funny to say the name.
Right. Yeah. But it was just a funny story because I was sitting there thinking like, who cares?
Right.
Because everybody's like clowning her, and then she used to date, I think it was Tyga and Colin Kaepernick. Oh yeah, she has a type because they all yellow.
Yeah, so that's the one who said Colin Kaepernick made her pay for her own ticket.
That was
to give him
hilarious.
Or to have sex with him. Who cares?
Right.
I mean, if you know,
I'll pay for
Listen, I mean, you just got treated like a regular girl. How many regular girls gonna have to pay for their own shit to go do something with a nigga that ain't about shit? I mean, Colin Kaepernick, that's the name, but I'm just saying. He know about you. That's probably why he's like, girl, you want this, you're gonna have to pay for it. Hey, know what you got. Know your price.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Know your worth. So he knew his worth with you. He knew you was trying to trap a nigga. And he went for it. He said, pay for your all way to care if you want something. And you did it. And you went.
Right.
And you got some.
Having sex without a condom.
And that's what her MO is. But a lot of women like that. A lot of celebrity girls, not celebrity girls, what they call stupid girls. They be out there trying to get money. They don't care about that thing.
Right.
They just want a meal ticket. But anywho, that was funny when I heard about this story. I was like, and she still went. I wouldn't even tell nobody that. I'd just be like, you know what, he flew me out. I got flued out. You don't know how I got flued out. You don't know who paid for it. I got flued out. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't find her. I don't even know what to type in.
But you put it, look at the messages. You sent it to her.
Oh, I sure did. I'm stupid.
No, you're not. She's just forgot.
Child. But I've been really forgetful of that. Like my sister was telling me the stories, and I'm sitting there trying to Google them, but I'm typing the wrong stuff. I gotta stop looking.
Don't blame it on alcohol.
But I was like,
oh,
I'm killing my brain cells. I'm just a little too slow.
Maybe just working too much.
I'm not in it.
People don't want to never say nothing about your job now. Don't say nothing about your job.
Let me see.
I forget her name.
Because this goes into the next story. I feel, oh my goodness. Okay. Nope.
Did you not send it to me?
I thought I did.
Because I remember thinking
The question is just when.
It had to be this week. It wasn't last week. It was this week.
I don't think I did. I don't think I sent it to you. Because I remember. Or did you send it to me? No.
Just type in, because somebody had talked about it on the show.
Can y'all help me out? Help us out.
Groupie who planned to set up. Groupie who, I don't know.
You so stupid.
Groupie who plotted on some basketball players. I don't know.
Right.
Groupie that got caught on tape talking about NBA players stupid. I don't know, something like that. Did she say something like that? She did say that.
I hate you.
She said that. She's like, they stole the girl. They don't like wearing condoms. I be going over there getting pregnant every time I can. Because they don't like to wrap it up. Yeah, she said they don't like to wrap it up. Groupies, they don't. She said something about that. They don't like wrapping it up. But the NBA player that she got pregnant by, he don't make a lot. He's not a big time.
Who?
The girl, the one she got pregnant by, he's not a big time.
Yeah, no.
That's not good. Or football.
Okay. I found it.
Mm-hmm.
No, this ain't it. This is a whole different story. Oh, this was a couple of years ago. Also, this thing, that ain't new. People doing it.
They talk about it. They friends. They in the same friend group.
Right.
They be knowing.
PJ Washington.
Who?
That's his name.
Who? Who you play for?
Charlotte Hornets.
I would have never knew that.
And her name was Brittany Renner. Is Brittany Renner. $200,000 a month.
She did what she did. She did that. But he done.
How long were they together? Let me see.
They probably weren't even together.
Girl. Divorced them 2 weeks after giving birth.
Girl. For at least a year because she had the baby.
Oh, she's pretty. Like as Instagram model standards.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty. But she's
never trust a big button to smile.
She's typical though. That's the kind of girls they be looking at. And they get them, and then they get mad when she don't want them because she never wanted you.
I'm trying to see when did they went public of their relationship in February
of this year.
Yes, and the baby was born in May.
So she had been okay. That ain't 9 months, but she had already been pregnant.
Yeah.
When they went,
they had a shotgun wedding.
Yeah, you gonna marry my daughter.
Right. Okay, you pregnant, so we gonna have to go ahead and just. This is so funny. I don't feel sorry for him.
No. So the story is, what was the story? She got caught on tape saying they don't like to wrap it up.
Yeah, I do remember that part.
Yeah.
But okay, let me say, I take that back. It sucks, but
what sucks?
Men do it all the time.
What sucks?
Then he has to, shuffle out all this money when they ain't even been married that long. And it's like, what life did you get accustomed to?
She got accustomed to getting flued out. The thing about it is that
you keep saying
that's what she's we got flued out. The thing about it is that okay, no, you ain't been married that long, but you got her pregnant before y'all got married.
Yeah.
So why would you not use a condom on a woman that you're not married to? And don't want to have no baby with, and don't want to pay $200. Pay the money, that's what you get.
Yeah, just pay it. That's it. But it's just, but men do it all the time where they get women caught up in relationships and then have sex and then it's like, let me just go.
Mm-hmm.
But women don't have to pay money. They pay emotionally.
Shit, just do it with your badass baby for 18 years. That's enough. That's way more than you could ever pay for.
Which reminds me, going into the next topic, it was a video I saw where they people doing these street interviews and they asked the woman if it's okay for a woman to buy out of being a mother.
Opt out.
Mm-hmm. What did I say?
Bow.
That's what I meant to say.
Oh, bowel, like.
I'm done. Like, if it's okay for a woman to opt out of being a mother, how is it not okay for men to opt out of being a father? Double standards. What you say?
It's definitely a double standard because a woman can go up to she can get the little pregnancy test. Boom, you're pregnant. She can be like, you know what? Fuck this.
Right.
I'm going to the clinic.
Or don't even get a test. The next day, be like, where do you keep your plan B?
Right. That too. It is a double standard. It is. She can go to the clinic. She don't have to ask the dad. The dad don't have to consent. She can just be like, this is my body. I choose what I want to do with it.
Right.
I understand that because that's true. But at that same time, you chose to have unprotected sex. And I feel like the consequences that come with that, you should have to deal with them. Not just go, because like, okay, yeah, you can go get it. Like, you get STD, you can go get a pill. But that man has a choice to go get a pill too. But he don't have to, let's say y'all have sex and y'all give each other, somebody gave somebody something. Everybody can go get pills. Y'all can choose that, right? But if you say, you know what, I don't want no baby, and you can go choose to go take care of that and not have that baby, and without asking him, that's not fair. Like, that's not cool. Because if he did the same thing, like 5 years down the line, let's say you do have a baby, he'd be like, you know what, fuck this kid.
Right. Oh my God.
I don't want this kid.
Now, to me, that is just hilarious to me. Because I've seen men do it where they have a baby with a woman and then like months, probably not even a year, they just like,
I don't want this damn baby.
Stick a fork in me now.
Right.
I am done. Mm-hmm. And then they just leave, and it's just, and so the woman is like, oh damn. But to me, that is, it's so funny.
I think it should. I think that since it takes two to have a baby before a woman can have an abortion, and there's always some type of circumstance or whatever. But yeah. I feel like the father should have to consent.
And it's a special case.
Yeah, like if you got rape.
Then yeah, girl, go ahead. You know, get that thing sucked out of you.
Yeah. Fuck out.
But I mean, that's what they do.
That's terrible.
They put a little, like they take the vacuum cleaner and then they attach the hose to it and then just go and just.
Oh my God. Look at me just thinking this too. That's not how they do it.
No, what they do is, it only depends on how far along she is. Sometimes they'll go in there and like break the baby's neck and suck it all out.
Tell the truth. That's not how they do it.
They go in there and then it's like you ever like the propeller? They go in and then the propeller goes and scrambles it up.
See, now I know that's not. I know that's how they like. Somebody else.
Like scrambling eggs.
Shut up. No, how they do it? Do they get? I'm gonna research it because now I want to know. I thought they gave you a shot. The most humane thing they can do is give you a shot and let the baby dissolve and just slide up out of you, like just turn it to
like Hurricane Harbor.
That's the most humane thing. Anything else is fucked up. Especially the old hanger method they used to do back in the basement. They just get that wire hanger and yank the shit out. Like,
right, or you push them down the stairs.
Abortion is not laughing at it. Abortion is sad.
It depends on who you ask. Some women don't be wanting their kids, so it's like, sometimes just get it out of me.
Like, I don't know.
But no, on the serious.
Like, I don't know them.
Right. Baby, who?
Right. Who? What are they?
Right. I'm getting my period. Where?
Thought you was talking who period?
Right.
Like that.
Think again.
Right.
Oh my God.
Stop your ass.
Okay, I need to stop.
You gotta stop. You're making me act bad. But abortion is serious.
Yeah, it is a serious thing. But like when it comes to abortions, because I don't like to be told what to do. I can't, force people. Right. I hate it. I hate that we have laws that are banning you know, that are stopping women doing whatever they want to do with their body. But at the same time, like that case that happened a few years ago, where this boy and this girl, they were both teenagers, they were around the same age, and the girl got pregnant, and the guy, the father, wanted the baby, but she went and had an abortion anyway. See? And he was trying to sue the clinic and her. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Right, that's my dad.
Yes. Murderer.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. That lady said, I had the abortion. It was 2 years. She said, double homicide. It was fucked up for her to say that, but it's true. You killed 2 people. 2 of them? Damn, girl.
You knew they were twins, so it wasn't.
It wasn't like, oh, it wasn't like
I'm
like
pregnant.
You was in the middle of it, and then they was like, oh, 2 of them. And then you was
we
like,
heard
what?
2 heartbeats.
No, you knew when you went in there. See, the thing about it is that abortion is not. It shouldn't just be for the one. It shouldn't just be the one.
Yeah.
It should be the man too, because men can't physically have children by them without the woman. You know, she's the womb that holds the baby, and of course the woman can't get pregnant without the man. But he's not going there. You know what? Fuck this sperm, just throwing it all in the trash. You know what I mean? Like, you would be mad if he did that. Y'all stop doing that. Ask the man.
But that's why you need to, like, that's why I kind of agree when conservative people are like, we need to be married in order to have kids, because it's like, y'all need to have a relationship where y'all talk, because we both need to come in on this thing and be like, we're going to have unprotected sex, and then so we both need to come in on this thing as like, are we willing to accept the consequences of we could get pregnant and have a baby. Oh my God.
You laughed the whole time. But yeah, it is definitely a double standard that men and women, you know, I mean, a woman can go have an abortion
without the man's consent. But yet, y'all get mad when men abandon and they keep their family. It's like, girl, you just did the same thing.
Right. Yeah. It is a double standard. That's one of those double standards that I don't think ever will be leveled out. Because the women are still gonna keep doing it, and men gonna still leave when they're ready.
Right.
Fuck this baby. I do not want a kid. I thought I did, but this motherfucker bad, and I'm feeling out. Bye.
He cried just a little bit too much for me.
Be like, you know what? I'll see him.
What they say, it's the crying for me.
Right.
It's the shitting on yourself for me.
It's the be up all night for me. But you know what? I'll see him when he's 35 and he forgive me.
Right, or when he's famous.
Right. And I come crawling back.
Right.
But yeah, it is another thing. I don't think
like Shaq daddy.
Shaq and everybody else daddy. I don't think it'll ever get leveled out or anything like that. So that's just one of them double standards that we're gonna have to always live with. Just like, you know, men being able to sleep with multiple women and women doing it, sleeping with multiple men. She's a hoe. Yeah. It's a double standard. Yeah. It'll never get like leveled out to the point where we're like, you know what? It makes treatment. No, it ain't gonna ever make right. It is what it is. But now, I ain't saying the world can't change, but for now, yeah, it is what it is.
Right. Maybe when we get a woman president.
I never want a woman. Women are petty as hell.
Girl, moving on. I
never want that to happen.
Moving on.
We got to.
Not even.
Because, baby, that's a conversation for you.
Right. That's right. That's a whole other struggle.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about Lizzo. So Lizzo and Cardi B came out with a video called Rumors. And people are attacking Lizzo yet again. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you could say attacking. They were calling her like fat mammy and stuff like that. What is wrong with people? What? What?
It's the way you said fat mammy. Like, I love Lizzo.
Mammy? What?
It's just because you say it like that.
Fat mammy? Because that's how you say it.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Man, you especially got to put a southern twang on it.
Yeah.
Cause I remember my grandma, she used to tell me, that's how you, she's like, that's how you get back at you. Somebody said something, tell them you're man.
Yeah. Southern thing. Real. Because when people from like the north state, it don't sound your mother. It don't sound good.
Yeah.
Like
Your mother.
Yeah. Back to you, your mother.
No, your mammy.
Your mammy. With her bald headed ass.
Right. And your grandmammy.
Right. All the mammies. Ain't
Right.
Your sister mammy. Like it don't sound as good, you know. So your mammy, yeah.
Right. Good.
I ain't heard them saying that she was a fat man.
That's what they were saying in the comment section.
I feel so bad for Lizzo.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I feel bad for her because even bad publicity is publicity. So people still looking at you, right?
Right. I mean, they can't help but looking at you. That you cover most of the. You're covering most
Don't
of
do the fat thing.
Right. I love Lizzo.
I love too.
I especially like the rumor song. It was actually nice. I liked it. I liked the video. Giving me real Hercules tease.
I didn't like the video, but I do like the song.
And then I like Lizzo's energy.
Yeah.
She is a big, huge, obese ball of energy.
Can we talk about the fact that she's not even really that big?
Not really.
I mean, I've seen some big people.
But it's not even that the big part. She's heavy, but she is really in shape.
Yeah, she's.
A lot of people don't know. I remember talking to Brandon about this, about how singers, in my opinion, are athletes.
They are. They have to.
In order to stand in one spot and sing, you have to have really some good breath control.
Yeah.
And then Lizzo is not only on the stage rapping and singing, she's actually dancing.
Yeah.
Child, you know how many times I would have to stop people in the middle of a conversation because I ran out of breath from walking and talking.
Right. And y'all, she's doing this for hours. You know,
yeah.
She might not be at the rate of Beyonce. You know, she might not be doing all that, but she's still moving, singing, talking, connecting with the audience at 300 pounds. So at that, in my mind, she's a little bit, when it comes to performance, she's a little bit higher than the smaller women because she's carrying all this extra weight and still performing and still bringing y'all in as a audience. Now, people are going to, and I was talking to my daughter, Pinky, about this. People gonna always have a problem with a plus size woman.
Or plus size people.
Yeah, no matter if she's black. I mean, no matter if she's a woman, black, whatever. Because when Adele was plus size, when
they made fun of her.
They made fun of her. And to the point where she was
now she look like a crackhead.
Right.
Which is, it's okay.
Right.
I still like Adele.
But to the point where she was insecure and she had to go lose his weight. And then people
insecure?
She was so insecure.
Okay.
My bad, y'all. So when she went and lost his weight, and it didn't change her as a person. She's still Adele, but now she just looks like she looks unhappy to me. I ain't gonna lie.
You think so?
Yeah, she don't look as
she looked weird in those bantu knots.
So, and that's another thing, girl. Why did you do this? Okay.
I think she was part of like a celebration kind of thing, and so anywho.
Right, but Lizzo being a plus size woman, being a black one, first of all, and then another thing, she's a black woman. Y'all already be hating on us anyway. And then she's inclusive. She includes everybody.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. People like, oh, she for this and she for that. Oh, she made music for white women and stuff like that. It's like, y'all, leave that girl alone. She's getting her money. She's getting her bag.
Right.
She's an entertainer. She's entertaining people. You don't have to really
and if you're not
for that,
just leave it alone.
Move around.
Right. Go watch somebody else then.
Exactly. But taking time out of your day to leave a hateful comment or say, oh, she's fat, she's this. Like the whole article that we put on the page where it's like dating your weight class.
Yes, that's what we was getting into. I'm glad you brought that up. That's something like that. But yeah, should fat people be with fat people? I say no. Hold up. What we gonna do? Have a real federation match?
We both mad because ain't nobody reaching nothing. Okay, I'm just saying.
No, ain't nobody. No.
Can't nobody get in between nothing. First of all, the woman can't get on top, or the bigger person can't get on top because they need that.
Right.
So we need a slimmer person.
You just having doggy style because that's the
boring.
most comfortable.
Right, but who want to do that all the time? We need somebody a little smaller to get in between everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they need somebody a little bigger because they tired of rubbing no bones all the time. Whoever said that was dumb as hell. Like, you don't understand how it is.
Like, it left me. I'm sorry. This is probably the reason why his name escapes my damn mind because I'm not supposed to.
You weren't supposed to say that?
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to say what I was about to say. That's why.
I done talked to skinnier. I used to be friends with this lesbian girl. She was really, really thin, and she only dated like plus size girls. So I asked her one time because I was just nosy. It intrigued me. I'm like, girl, why you always dating big girls? And she was like, because don't nobody want to bone. Like, it's just too,
right,
like, it's
too remote.
Too skinny. Like, it's
too remote rubbing.
Yeah. She was like, I need something to grab and slap and hold and jiggle. And she enjoyed that. So I think that most people who date plus size people, they enjoy the comfort, cushion of a plus size person. Now, when you're thinking about aesthetics and the way things look and stuff like that, yeah, you might be like, I don't want a plus size woman because it don't look good to some people. But no,
if it don't apply, let it fly.
Right.
Like if you don't like big people, just don't date big people then.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. Yeah. Yeah. I think I may have dated a couple of guys that were bigger than me,
mm-hmm.
but this is when I was smaller though,
mm-hmm.
like 100 pounds less.
Right. But did it feel like, was it weird?
They were lazy. Except for this one. No, he was lazy.
You think he was lazy because of his size, or he just was lazy?
No, his size. Well, yeah, his size. Part was his size because he had like other health problems too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that blood pressure is a bitch.
Yeah, it is.
It's
so
where you can't, it won't stay.
Oh, that's blood pressure and diabetes for a man is like you ain't never have a sex again. I'm sorry to say that, but
or comfortable sex.
No,
but he made up for other ways.
Okay, well, do what you gotta do. But I'm saying all this to say this. Like Drake said, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you don't think that big girls or big men are attractive or you can never date them, then that's fine. Nobody is forcing you to do that.
But why comment?
And make a whole article and make a picture and say, dating your weight class, lose 500 pounds. The way he came at Lizzo gives me he want her vibes. Because,
you think so?
Yes. Like, why are you doing all that just to say, look, everybody rejected you. YouTube boys don't want you. Captain America don't want you. Drake don't want you. Listen, it's been so many, and I've been plus size for like most of my life. It's been so many men that I've heard that say, oh, I never date a big girl. I'm not attracted to big girls. When nobody looking, asking me questions.
Right. There was this one guy
in my inbox.
There was this one guy that I used to talk to, and he was muscular, and he would say, I'm not really into big guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just after we had sex, so I'm kind of confused.
Oh, but you was into me?
Right, you was literally into me.
I'm sorry, y'all, but it be them.
And it's funny because I like the size I am now was not the size I was like 10 years ago. I was smaller, but then he would say, I'm not into it. I was just like, okay, but you are.
Right, or you were.
Right. And was going to be in the future, right?
And wants to be into me again.
Right.
Stop playing with
so
him.
After I just got talked to him. I was like, ain't got time for this.
So what was he even saying that to you?
I don't know. He was like, I've never been really into big guys, but you're so cool and nice, and obviously the sex is good. Right. But I was just like,
and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not trying to be weird because Ray is my friend, but I heard Scorpios.
I don't know what you heard. I don't know what you're talking about.
I heard Scorpios be doing their thing. I said this before. He was like,
No.
I've heard when you look at astrology and you look at the whole sexual part of astrology, Scorpios is winning the race. I'm gonna just say that, and I'm saying that to say that I'm sure that he was being modest, but we know. Anywho,
I never heard that.
yes, you have. I'm sending you articles about it. Because I used to be like, man, I want to be a Scorpio. I don't want to I want to bring it like that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like Dre said, he said, you know, somebody he was dating was like, oh, I don't like big guys.
Okay.
Why you here?
Right. Why are you power driving me into the couch there?
Right, but you ain't into me.
Right.
Boy, get the fuck out of my face. When you finish, get out.
Right.
But yeah, I've had the same situation. I even had women who were like, I don't really like big women, but you saw this and you saw that. Girl, stop playing with me. Boy, stop playing with me.
Right. Just because I'm sitting there thinking, because that was another thing. It was like, you so cool. But I'm just like, we really don't. Because it was kind of like a friends with benefits kind of thing. So not even
on my personality.
Right. Like, we just hooking up.
Right.
So what the hell is you talking about? Right. Oh, your personality.
You don't even know me.
No. I don't talk to you about work. I didn't talk to you about school. I don't talk to you. Only way I message you is like, what are you doing? Come over.
Right. Right.
What the hell are you talking about?
Right.
Sir.
Yeah.
Especially, never mind.
What? Especially what? Okay, so we'll come back to that. But Pinky, my daughter said the same thing. She said, you know what, we talked about this. So she was like, we're talking about on the show, and I was telling her about the Lizzo situation. And I said that, you know, it's sad. And she was like, well, Mama, it's the same situation when you think about light skin and dark skin. You got people out here who say, oh, I would never be with a dark skinned girl, or I don't like dark skin this, or dark skin that. Oh, yeah. Oh, the thing. But, yeah, that's favorite. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Anyway, but but she said the same thing when you think about light skin, dark skin.
I can change my weight. I can't change my skin color.
Yeah, but she was saying that it's almost like people always saying, "Oh, I don't like dark skinned girls," but they always get a dark skinned girl face. Oh, I like dark skinned face. So I can see where it connects, but at the same time, like Drake said, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you don't like that,
why comment on what you don't like? Just
right. Yeah.
Nobody really asked you.
Exactly. Because like I said before,
and if you just say you just don't like fat people, I remember I said I said this to a couple of people I was on the phone. I was like, if you don't like fat people, just say you don't like fat people.
But I still even understand. For me, that shit is still crazy because it's like, how do you take? And that's the same thing as being racist. I don't like black people. You don't know them. But how do you take somebody's body weight and say I just don't like you? That's stupid.
Right.
Like,
and some people low key don't like them, but they don't realize it because subconsciously they do stuff. Like they'll treat them different, they talk to them different. Like it's a whole thing. And it's weird. It's very stupid too.
So let's just go ahead and be honest and 100. Is there any group of people that you just don't like just because of aesthetics?
No.
Me either. I can't think of one group of people that I'm like, I do not like them. Because
to me, it's all of, especially someone who's always worked with, like in hospitality, where I'm always interacting with people. And I've met ignorant black people, ignorant white people, Asians. I have not met an ignorant Asian. Now that I think about it,
I have, but and I'm not saying it to be racist, but I interact with Asian women when I go to the nail salon. So in the beauty supply store, because the one I go to has a lot. It's owned by Asians. I have interacted with an ignorant Asian man. Accusing me of stealing. Nigga, I'm here every week. Why I steal from you?
Right.
You're gonna see me again next Wednesday. Why would I still be? Like, come on. But
and then fat, skinny, tall, short. Like I'll have my jokes with people, but it's not I like you, so I'm gonna treat you different. It's never that. Even slow people. I mean, not slow people. Let me take that back. People who are a little ESL, like English is like their second language, and they don't speak English to where I can understand them. It's like, okay, we're gonna get through this, but we're gonna take our time. Like I just do not. I've never understood because mine has always been attitude based or vibe based.
Yeah.
You did something that'll piss me off, or I'm not liking the way you're doing something, that will keep me away from you. That will make me not like you,
but you gave them an opportunity to do that. You didn't just look at them and say, nope, not fucking with you. It was always something that transpired, but you opened up that space for them to give you that energy,
right?
So that you didn't like.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
And I would never tell people, oh, you should date this type of person. You shouldn't. Like it especially aesthetically.
Yeah.
I would never say that to somebody. Like, oh, you fat, so you need to be with somebody that's fat too. Or you skinny, you should date a skinny person because fat is not where it's at. Like I would never say that to people.
Yeah. Because it's dumb.
But
it's really dumb.
But I've had people tell me. I've had white people tell me they was like, I don't like black girls. But guess what? They not have black girls now. So it's like, make up your mind. Stop the lies.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I was younger, and this was, on a smaller scale, but I was like, I want to say I was like 14, 15, and I was I lived in Crowley at the time, and I was at my friend's house, and she's a white girl, and we were on the phone, being fast or whatever, and we were talking to two Mexican boys. And we were talking and we were vibing. Me and the dude I was talking to were getting along really good. My friend, on the other hand, she was not getting along so good with the dude she was talking to. For whatever reason, it came up that I was black. And he immediately was like, oh, I can't talk to you no more. I got to get off the phone with you. And I'm like, why? I was like, we having a good conversation. We laughing, we kicking and having a good time. And he was like, because you're black. Like, I can't date a black girl. It's against my religion. And that was the first time that I ever felt like being black might have been like frowned upon. And I know that's kind of crazy, being that I was living in Crowley, but I had never had that feeling before. But that was the first time that I had the feeling like, dang, I can't.
What was he, Mormon? Because to me, that's the only people I know that outwardly don't like. You could have been a black Catholic.
But he was just like, I can't date you. I can't even talk to you because you're black. If my mom knew I was talking to you right now, I'd be in trouble. And I was like, what? And so we immediately got off the phone. And then if my memory serves me correctly, my friend blurted it out, oh, did you know she was black? So it was like the white girl.
That's kind of weird on her too.
But she was like low-key hating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
especially if she wasn't getting well with the guy she was talking to.
But that was the first time I experienced that, but that wasn't the last time I had that happen. Not with the same type of situation.
That is crazy.
But yeah, that was the first time I experienced the whole black girl, but least desirable girl.
Damn.
That's before picture phones and don't have phones and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. So it is a thing out here. But just to say I'm not gonna like somebody, or I can't even give somebody an opportunity or a chance because of the way they look, is dumb. Now I have encountered a man that I dealt with before who was like really big, and I was like, I can't date him. Physically speaking, I cannot date him because I tried and I couldn't get to where I need to get to.
You so stupid.
That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of fat in the way. I'm just saying, that's just my experience.
Right.
But anyway, leave Lizzo alone. Lizzo out here making money moves. She did a song with Cardi B. The song Rumors is a great
song. And she's
song.
physically moving because she uploads videos where she's exercising and eating right.
She eats really good. She's very body conscious. I seen a video because Cardi B came to her defense Cardi B husband, Offset, came to her defense. A Jamaican producer or DJ, he was like, come, I seen the video, I mean, not the video, the article, he's like, come to Jamaica, we will.
Well, you know something, you know Jamaica and African, they like big women.
Yeah. Because they said that big woman up there, she can eat and she can feed my ass.
Right.
Bring her big ass over here. But I mean, I don't understand, like, big people, from my experience with plus size people, men and women, we're the most nurturing.
You got to be.
No, we don't.
You got to be.
Well, hell.
You can't be fat and mean. You need to pick a struggle.
I don't met some mean.
No, but they need to pick one. You can't be that. Like, just like you can't be. Because okay, so being fat is not aesthetically ugly, but this is my example of you can't be ugly and mean. Mm-hmm. Like, you cannot fall short of the standards of beauty and then just have this whole fucked up attitude about you. You can't do that. So I think because we're fat, we fall below the standards of beauty, so we make it up in other ways. Right. With personality, laughter, nurturing, all that stuff.
Yeah. Do you think that, that opens up another question for me, but do you think plus size people, or I'm gonna say better people, or do you think?
Yes, we are.
I do too, and I hate to say that out loud, but I do.
We are.
I really do.
Because I've met some really mean, ugly, thin people.
You think it's because they're hungry? You think it's because they give a fuck about what somebody think, and they always upset you want some more?
Oh, child. Oh.
A little bit.
I know.
It ain't too much luck in here. See that string getting thin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
You want to fill it up?
It's all I need. It's all I need. Boo, boo. One more boo. Ah! See, you know what? Give me instant now. Give me instant yours. So anyway, real quick before we wrap this up.
No, we're not done.
We're not done.
We got a little bit more. Intermingle.
From Aldi's, $5.99, $6.99. So everybody.
Oof. There we go.
But it's a really good wine.
2019 is fresh.
It's fresh.
But yeah, all the people, majority, a good chunk of the people that I met that were really nice people, they were quote unquote socially less than unattractive people.
I can believe that. I really can believe that, because I'm thinking back on my life, and some of the people that I met.
When I look back on my life,
some of the people that I met that were like the people, and the nicest and openest people were plus size, and some of the meanest people that I ever dealt with were not.
Yeah. What did Big Ace say? Yeah. Hey y'all, I wanted to say I learned my lesson. Yeah, I do love me a thick woman, but ain't nothing wrong with a Slim Jane. I was about to say a Slim Jim. So honestly, Big Ace, and he says, thick women are happy, know how to love, and with the right ones, they are damn healthy.
That's true. That is true.
So true.
That is true. I do believe that, because I know that to be true. Because I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she was telling me how she was like, man, and we were talking about the whole COVID thing, and she was like, you know, because last year
I ain't seen no fat people get COVID.
I seen some fat people get COVID.
Oh no, I saw one.
I seen some fat people get COVID, but
I'm joking.
They kicked COVID's butt.
Right.
And she was like, because she was asking me, because I had got sick, and it wasn't COVID, but I had got sick, and she was like, how do you did this, you smoked for 20 years. She said, you smoked for 20 years, and you plus size. I didn't get offended. And I said, because I really do. I walk every day. I take my vitamins. I drink my water. I do what I need to do. And it's not, I don't have any, and yes, I'm plus size, but I still make sure I take care of my body.
Right.
And because it's the only body.
Because let me tell you something, we didn't get fat overnight.
Baby, it
So,
took a minute to get this physique.
It took a very long time. I think it took me 10 years to get this big.
Right.
And then...
Don't say this big. Just that beautiful
This
body.
big. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being big.
Okay, well,
But... Anywho, it took me this long to get this size. But, like, in between the unhealthy eating, well, I kind of stopped
you
that.
balanced it out.
Yeah, it was like I would do a fast. I would do liquids maybe like a day or two, and then I go walking and stuff. So it's like, let me still be able to like move around,
Right?
because then I just be big as a duplex.
Baby, we ain't doing no 600-pound life around here.
Nope. I ain't not gonna have nobody tear down my wall and bring a Walmart forklift to come and get me out. A John Deere tractor.
I'm not going to no junkyard to get weighed.
Right.
I'm not doing that. Standing in the middle of the junkyard where they weighing cars and they be like, it's my turn. You got to get another. You 107. 107, your number come up and you just stand your big ass on the scale.
Not even staying late.
I'm not doing it.
To where we got stores and stuff.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing where I got to lift up my stomach, my titties, and my legs.
Right.
For you to get in there.
Now, we're not making fun of those people because a good chunk of those people have like mental.
Yeah. You got to have a mental issue to let yourself get 600 pounds.
Yeah.
You have to. That's not a normal thing.
Because I realized I had a mental health issue when I reached 400. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, something has to go.
Right.
Something needs to be changed. So I've lost 36, maybe close to 40 pounds.
Okay. Congratulations on that.
I ain't taking no pictures because I was like, no, your fat ass don't need to be on no phone.
You know,
I use a wide angle lens.
My biggest was 357. I remember the day that I realized, the day that I saw that number on the scale, it was life changing for me, but it's been over 10 years when I seen that scale. That number. But that was, after depression, after 4 kids, that was after, a whole bunch of just unhealthy everything.
Just 4 kids?
Drinking. I know. Because I know people
that got a whole lot more.
No, I don't. I know people who got 6 kids who look like they ain't had shit. But
oh my God, Kalila
don't have 6 kids.
I know, but it's like you got 2 and your body ain't with no baby.
Because Kalila is just she just normally gonna be a thin girl.
Yeah.
Kalila is somebody that we used to work with at our extra.
Yeah.
But my highest weight was 357. And when I seen that, I was like, you know what, this is not okay.
Yeah.
I cannot be less than 50 pounds away from 400. And that's when I decided, okay, I got to do something. So I stopped drinking soda. I made life changes. But what I'm saying is that I got back on some soda. I got back on it. Listen, I lost weight and I was like, fuck it, I'm having me a cup in the mouth. But I've lost weight before. My weight has always fluctuated, but.
Oh yeah, mine looked like a hot monitor.
Me good, doing good for a solid 2 months and then right back at the top. But,
oh my goodness! But yeah, I wish people. And it's always. I can't stand thin people. I can't stand hateful people. Yeah, but those are the ones
that be.
Yeah.
Y'all, if y'all thin, that's cool. Ain't nobody shaming y'all. Ain't nobody talking
about
leave
us alone.
Leave us alone. Let us be big.
On our own. Like, I cannot stand it when I hear people go, okay, because this is what Black people do. They're so implacable. This is what they do. They'll make fun of you for being fat. They're like, oh, you already on your steak? How many plates have you had?
Shit.
This your second plate?
Yeah.
Or is this your third one? Oh, you the one, you first in line, ain't you?
Sure am.
And then when you then you make a conscious decision, I'm going to eat healthy. Why are you on a diet? Mm-hmm. Oh, you eat healthy now? Mm-hmm. You just going to eat lettuce? Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't do nothing to please you.
And that's the thing we got to stop doing, y'all. Plus-size people.
Leave them alone.
Stop worrying about trying to make somebody happy or how you look to others. And I ain't gonna even say plus size people, just people in general. Stop worrying about how you look to others. Be who you want to be.
It'll drive you crazy.
It will drive you bananas. Be who you want to be in every aspect of your life. I don't care how somebody might feel about it. They might not like you. They're uncomfortable. They looking at you like, so what? Because this is your race. You only get one chance to do it.
Right.
When it's done, it's done. It's over. When you're on your deathbed, when it's time for you to leave this world, and you looking back and you be like, man, I just lived my life trying to make everybody else happy, and ain't nobody here with me. That's when you're gonna realize that it's gonna be too late. So if you want to be a plus size person, even if you don't want to be a plus size person, change and be who you want to be.
Just be happy.
Be who you need to be.
Just be happy. Because I won't tell up that person that they need to lose weight.
So they don't.
Well, I would tell them, ain't nothing wrong every now and then to eat a salad. Maybe let's not eat to get full. You like every now and then, because to me, there's nothing wrong with making healthier decisions. But I'm not gonna tell you to lose weight, because if you're happy where you are, then cool beans. But internally, your body organs and how it works, and you know how, like it's you will feel nicer, feel better if you eat cleaner every now and then. I mean, girl, system a break. Yeah, a week, a week or two. I mean, eat a salad. You know, eat some chickpeas, or you know,
and that's for
some quinoa.
Fat people.
Oh yeah,
that's
anybody.
Eating
cleaner. Yeah, right. Okay, so because they say because I've heard people say there's no need to detox because your liver already does it, but there's nothing wrong with helping it along by eating cleaner. You will feel a whole lot better, you know. And then after a week or a month of eating cleaner, go and get you a McDouble because you deserve it. You know you do.
And eat it up. Eat it all the way up.
Right. Get you 2 McDoubles. As a matter of fact, get you get you a Mexican 35. That's a sauce. That's a ham McGriddle in between a McDouble.
OMG.
Or get you a McGangbang, which is a McChicken in between a McDouble.
You can say that?
Yes.
McGangbang?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I don't even want that. I'm just gonna do it anyway. I just want to say that too. Yeah, can I get a McGangbang? Large. What you say, baby? Yes, a McGangbang. Okay. How much? Second window. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You have a good day, sweetheart. Okay. But on some real stuff though, for y'all, just let people be who they need to be, and that goes for people who are skinny, that goes for people who are big, that goes for people who are gay, people who are straight, people who got gaps, people who missing teeth, everything. People who got one eyebrow, people who got eyes that are cocked like a pistol. Let them be who they want to be. Please, just the world will be a better place if everybody just retract their opinions. Live and let live. Everybody will be happy. Right. Really, the reason why we have so much depression and anxiety and all these other things, these mental illnesses, is because people are trying to be who they're not. Right. Or these people who use drugs and stuff like that, it's mental. Let people be who they need to be. Okay? Right. Oh, I said, let's take a break. No. But no, because I gotta pee. But so what we got next? What we got next is pick a struggle letter. All right. Let's do that. We're gonna do a pick a struggle letter, and I'm gonna go pee. Right. I'm trying to be quick. You know, I had told somebody, because they were like, okay, so I was pouring sauce or something into a bowl and I kept missing. They was like, you must have been horrible at potty training. Oh. And I was like, I don't know. But as of now, I sit down to pee. It is so comfortable. Especially when I'm drunk. It is so comfortable to just sit down and not have to be like, I don't have to aim. I don't have to worry about
water splashing out, and it's cleaner.
Right. Yeah.
To just sit down and pee.
Yes. I remember I walked by the bathroom and I had woke up my son to go to the bathroom so he can go get ready for school.
Especially that when it was like in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but it was early in the morning. It was like
Middle of the night.
he had just woke up and I was like, hey, Shane, go pee so you can go to me get a shower. All I heard was he was everywhere. I heard it. I heard it hitting the side of the toilet, drizzling. I heard all that. I was like, baby, make sure you're aiming correctly. So yeah, I can understand how sitting down, because I want to tell him to sit down, but I can't take that away from him.
Oh, you didn't act. You didn't. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
there we go. Okay, y'all. So pick a struggle. All right, y'all. So we're gonna do the pick a struggle letter while Drake is going to the bathroom. So it says, I love my boyfriend very much. He has been dropping a lot of hints that he plans on proposing within the next week or so. We had already been looking at rings for a while, and I have a very suspicious, that word. I have a certain style of ring that I like. He showed the ring to my sister, and today she told me that she didn't want to ruin the surprise for me, but she didn't think I liked the ring. I only wear yellow gold jewelry. I've never worn anything else. I have a few gold necklaces I never take off, and all my facial piercings and earrings are also yellow gold. He purchased a white gold ring. I'm pretty upset about it, but I feel horrible, and I spoiled. I feel horrible and spoiled for being as upset as I am. I don't think I should tell him before the proposal because I know he's nervous and I don't want to upset him. But should I approach the subject? I don't want to hurt his feelings. So for me, and she didn't leave her name, so I'm not sure what to call her, but I'm just gonna say I'm gonna call her white gold. No, I'm gonna call her yellow gold. Yellow gold, baby. If a man loves you,
okay, what
I just read the pick a struggle letter. So basically, this young lady is getting proposed to by her boyfriend, and she said that she's into a certain type of gold. She's into yellow gold, but her sister told her that her boyfriend picked out a white gold ring for her to propose to her.
Why would the sister say any fucking thing?
And her sister said, I don't want to ruin it for you, but
I'm gonna ruin it for you.
But I don't think you're gonna like this ring. Let me just tackle you first. Yellow gold. No, yeah, you like yellow gold, and he picked out like that. Yellow gold. Let me just say this. If a man loves you enough to want to make you his wife, which, there's a lot of conversations about that, if you love him, the color of your ring or the type of ring that he buys you should be the smallest part of the engagement or any of that. That should be the smallest part of the relationship. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you put that ring on your finger, you're not going to be thinking about that ring every day. You're not going to be thinking about that ring when you wake up in the morning. You're not going to be thinking about that ring when you go to bed at night. You're not going to be thinking about that ring when y'all get pregnant and y'all about to have a baby. That ring is just a symbolized to say that, hey, we are together as a couple, we're married, so on and so forth. The type of ring it is, it's not a big deal. Not to me, anyway. If I'm with somebody and I love them and we decide that we're gonna get married, I don't care. As long, and I really don't. And I'm gonna go as far as to say it. I don't really care about a ring. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. It's just a symbol. It's not the marriage. It doesn't have anything to do with the day-to-day None of that stuff. It's just a symbol of y'all's commitment. And that ring is for everybody else. That ring is not just for you. That ring is for other men, other women, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So you stressing about, I'm not gonna like the ring, all that. Baby, let that go. That's just a small part of the relationship. If a man wants to propose to me, and he now, mind you, I'm not gonna take a ring pop. I don't want a ring pop. But if
you don't want something out of a vending machine?
No, I do not. But if he's giving me a ring that he went out and he put in the effort and time and energy and money to pick out for me, I'm just gonna appreciate the fact that he did all that. Because he could have been like, girl, I'm gonna marry your black ass shit. You didn't even know all that. But he didn't do that. So just be appreciative of having somebody who took the time out for you. What you think, Dre?
One, the sister shouldn't have said a damn thing.
That's true. Sister. You kind of hate some hate involved in that.
Right.
Why would you even do that to your sister? I don't know if she's little or older. Why would you do that? Because you know damn well that he's trying to make it a surprise, and you like, girl, you didn't like that ring, but
right.
But he gonna say.
I wonder if she's married.
That's a good question. Because if she's married, she probably wouldn't have done no shit like that. But sister, stop. You should never got involved in that. If he showed you the ring, you should be like, you know what?
He showed it probably because he took her to go pick the ring. Like he brought the sister to the jewelry store.
To help him pick out the wrong ring?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a whole nother situation. We always need, every time we do these letters, we need more information because we don't be,
a little bit, yeah.
We be trying to figure stuff out and we be speculating. If the sister went to go help pick out the ring and she helped him pick out a ring that she didn't know her sister was right.
Right.
You hate it, sister. You hate it.
But
even with all that,
I'm sorry.
No, you didn't.
I was letting folks know that they can write us at pickastruggle2020@gmail.com if you want us to give you some advice on your situation. But okay, yeah. First part, your sister shouldn't have said anything. 2, you need to be glad somebody proposing to your ass. And then 3, who cares? Maybe because I ain't never been proposed to.
That's not it. Because we said this last
week. No, because some people will say that, you ain't got kids, so you don't know.
No. And I know a lot of people like to say that because they like that's the only thing they have to say. But like we said week before last, when we was talking about the whole proposal and we don't need nobody to do no extra.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same situation. Like,
which reminds me, a friend that told me about my love language. That was interesting.
What's your love language?
So another story for home.
Okay, because I know mine is. Okay, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Talk about that later.
Right.
But yeah, you just can't be happy in the moment. Because this is what you do. Let me actually give you some advice. This is what you do. You take the crappy ring that you don't like, and then after a few years you've been married, maybe like 5, 10, whatever y'all aiming for, you get another ring. You upgrade your ring. Because I remember back when I was in middle school, my social studies teacher, her name was Mrs. McGee. I ain't gonna never forget that hope. But I remember she told us about her ring. Because at first she was saying that it was like a little nothing, but she was like, I added bands to it and then added the other diamonds to it. Because she had been married for, I think, maybe 40, 30 years, somewhere around there. But she was like, yeah, I added on to it. So it's like, that's what you can do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell y'all now, when I got married to my ex-husband, the ring was very small. And
That's why she's not married to him now.
Stop. The ring, I had a band, and the band it was a gold band. I'm not a big fan of gold either. But it was a gold band, and then it had some small diamonds, and then the actual wedding ring was a small diamond. And I loved the ring because it wasn't about the ring. It was a symbolizing of the union between me and him. So I wore that ring proudly until we got into it. It was a drunk night and threw it in the trash. Anyway, that's why I don't have my wedding ring, because we got into it one day and I was like, F this ring, you can have it back. He was like, okay, he threw it in the trash and nobody got it out. Anyway,
see, I had just left. I had just left mine. I never been proposed to, but I have been given a gift that was homemade, and I was like, I left it. Yeah, all because we had got reacquainted. Yeah, just in the car. But no, after we had got reacquainted, that was the first thing he mentioned. He was like, why did you leave the gift I made you? And so he did feel bad.
That is really sweet. I'm that sentimental ass person. Like, I would love. Was it made out of paper?
No.
Okay. I would love I had to ask because it was made out of paper, then it might get left.
No, it was made out of wood. Yeah.
That's why Scorpio is leading the race. Anywho,
I'm sorry.
That's why Scorpio is leading the race.
Right.
I'm sitting here articles about Scorpios and they love the way they love. But yeah, it's about the ring is just a symbol. It's just a symbol. It doesn't really have much to do with, like I was saying when you walked in. It doesn't have much to do with the actual relationship.
Yeah, it's not a symbolization. Well, it's so funny because I remember Joan Rivers used to joke how the first wife gets the crappy ring,
right? And
then speak of the devil, and then the second wife gets like the more extravagant ring.
Yeah,
she's like, I could tell if you were a first wife or a second wife. Yeah, by the size of the ring.
And you know what?
But it's not
even the ring too, just the way the relationship flows.
Yeah,
because usually the first wife is the teacher.
Right. I'm setting the standard.
Yes, this is what you need to be doing.
Right.
And I've heard of women saying, "Dang, why did he leave my relationship?" And then he had.
Or they'll be like, "Why weren't you like this? We were together."
Because you had to teach him, and it took him to not be with you no more to get it.
Right.
Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Right.
But yeah, it. I don't think she needs to be really focused. You, ma'am, over there.
Go. We call her Yellow Gold.
Yeah, Miss Yellow Gold. Miss Gold for Cash.
Right.
I don't think you need to be so heavily focused on the ring, because it is, like they always say, the saying goes, it's not about the gift, it's the thought that counts. And he thought about you, he wanted to be with you, he proposed to you. So take that. And then, like I said, what you do is, after y'all been married for some time, you trade up the ring. Right. Either add to it or you change the gold or whatever.
Change the setting.
Right.
Whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do with to it. Yeah. But yeah, do that. Do not get hung up on the ring and cut your sister out, because that was really shoddy of her.
She didn't have to do that. She could have minded her business for that moment, but like, you know what?
But
I like it.
It lets me know both of you hoes.
Like I'm a hoe.
Both of y'all are materialistic.
Yeah.
Because the fact that the sister was like, I know you're not gonna like it.
I would be mad at my sibling, because I have sisters, but we're not to that point yet. But I would say this: I would be mad if one of my siblings was like, say,
he gonna propose to you, but you don't like the ring.
Girl, boy, stop. Right.
Why would you even tell me?
Exactly. Let me find out on my own. You wrong for that. So yeah, the sister was wrong. You have to calm down. Just calm down enjoy whatever it is that he is bringing. And if he was being that type of man, and it's a whole bunch of other avenues we could go down, but just enjoy the moment, okay?
Right. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Right.
Because the first one, I mean, you
It's
get
just
other. Yeah.
Hopefully y'all last the test of time, but he probably got started.
Yeah. Just don't get hung up on the ring. It's not cute. Mm-hmm. Let's get into some what you watching, and then we gonna go.
I'm posted at the crib, smoking dope, watching Belly. The perp I'm smoking on, same color, grape jelly. I'm on my high horse, there ain't shit that you could tell me. I know for damn sure there ain't no lies that you could sell me. I feel like I'm in boss mode, the things you want, I got those. It's not my fault that I'm chosen, it's just the way this shit goes. Every time I spit flows,
No. Which one? Oh. Okay, ew.
We're back.
Right,
What
okay.
you watching?
Right.
So what you been watching? Dre Day all day, every day. What
Right.
you been watching?
We gotta hurry up. Okay, so oh my gosh. So I watched this documentary called In the Same Breath.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure that's what it was. I'm trying to make sure that's what it was called. Because it's In the Same Breath. Yeah, that's what it was called.
In the Same Breath.
In the Same
What
Breath.
app you watch it on?
This is on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
This was on HBO Max.
Okay. In the Same Breath.
In the Same Breath. And it's about this Chinese woman, not asking her name. It was this Chinese woman that did a documentary on coronavirus from beginning to today.
Okay. I want to watch that.
This was, when I say amazing, and I damn near wanted to cry. I would. If I had been up all night and didn't get no sleep, I probably would have.
Right.
But I was like, no, I need to focus. Anywho, so it was about how the you want to get that? It was about the government, and it was about the Chinese government and the U.S. government.
Okay.
And how they treated the coronavirus and the pandemic, like how it all started, and both started out very similar.
Right.
Which is so fun because China is a communist party.
Mm-hmm.
But we're a Democratic Republic or whatever.
Democratic.
Yeah. And so so she starts off with the how there were doctors who knew about the coronavirus, but at first it was calling it like a influenza kind of thing, where people are getting these flu type symptoms, but it's like to the extreme. Yeah. And so the doctors that found it and was talking about it, they came up missing.
In China?
Yes. And how people, so this kind of, I'm glad I watched this because it let me understand how Chinese government works. So the citizens of China have access to social media, but they limit on what they can post.
Okay.
Just like how we will post something on Facebook and it'll get covered up.
Yeah.
Like I posted something saying, tell the truth, whether or not Zuckerberg put you in jail.
Right.
But it's been covered as inappropriate.
Inappropriate, yeah.
So it was like, okay, I get it. I kind of get it. And so, but with Chinese government, if you post something online, police are knocking that show down.
Wow.
Like, you're posting something that goes against the party, the Communist Party of China. You're down talking the party.
Well, that
you
makes
need
sense.
to protect the party.
They're communist.
Yeah, but since you talked against you, we're gonna take you away very quietly. And so
Will they go to jail?
Missing.
All right,
Missing.
Speculating.
Allegedly. But they do come up missing. And so then if you know, here comes the propaganda where the Chinese government are shooting their own commercials and ads about the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking videos of people who are healed or not healed, but they overcame it.
Mm-hmm.
And showing how hard the nurses and the doctors are working. And then next you know, the Chinese government is like, yeah, we have the coronavirus, but it's handled. But it ain't. And then next you know it's over here, and it's over in other places. It's all over the world.
This whole subject is exhausting.
Very. And then it's funny because same thing that happened in China happened here.
Yeah.
Where doctors came up missing. People are like, you're spreading lies. Do not post this. Do not talk about this. And they even show footage of Fauci saying, people look ridiculous wearing masks. They don't have to wear masks. This is not a huge deal. People are over-exaggerating it. The next thing you know, New York gets shut down. Then the rest of the states follow. But it was just so weird to see that. Because I didn't know that about Dr. Fauci. I didn't know he had did an interview saying people don't have to wear masks, it's okay. We got this under control. It's not as bad as what people think it is. But then next thing you know, when it got really bad, he's the head of them finding the vaccine.
Right. Excuse me, y'all. So, what was the conclusion of the movie? Like,
The conclusion of it was, okay, because she started out with the Chinese New Year, I think in 2018 or 2019. And then it ended with Chinese New Year 2020, and it was kind of like the Times Square area that we have. She said it still looks exactly the same. People are crowded together, but they're wearing masks. Some of them were wearing masks, a good deal of them weren't. But she was saying how nothing had really changed. She was like, I wonder. And then they go into the death. So many people had died. And then the Chinese government kind of downplayed it on how many people had died. Because I didn't know the U.S. was suing China.
Because of coronavirus?
Yes. Because they downplayed it. And so everybody that died of COVID was cremated. And then they told them to hurry up and burn the ashes.
If you think about history and you think about, and I know this, you're talking about the movie, which is, I want you to finish. When you think about history, you think about infectious diseases, that's pretty much the protocol.
Yeah.
Because burning stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, they did that during the Black Plague.
Yeah. So I can't be mad about that, but what I can, raise the eyebrow at is everybody knew what was going on. China, the Chinese government, no matter if they're communist government or a diplomatic government like we have, you still knew.
Democratic.
I said diplomatic. Democratic. You still knew, because you have intelligence in place. You still knew that this was an infectious Right.
Yeah. And I remember when it had first came out, I remember watching Lovely T's videos. Because she had talked about it before, it was like a real thing. And she was showing videos of people in the street just falling out in China. It was like people are standing there waiting on the bus or whatever, and they just fall out. And it's like, oh my gosh, what the hell?
Right.
Like, what the hell going on?
Right, what's going on? Right. Because you just remember, Asian countries have been wearing masks forever.
Yeah, they've always done it.
Yeah, so we were like, what? When I first seen, I can tell you right now, I was like February 2020 when I first heard about coronavirus. And I was like, and I saw the images online, I saw the images on TV of Chinese people, and I did not take it serious. I was like, they always got something going on over there.
Right.
We're so far away from this. This is my thought process. We're so far away from this that it won't affect us. And I would be crazy to think that nobody else saw it.
Right. And I remember when this is before we knew about Corona. Where I used to work, we had kiosks where people can, order their food through the kiosk. Mm-hmm. And there was this man, and he was Middle Eastern. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure he was. But anywho, that's not important to the story, so I don't know why I brought it up. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he's coughing in his hand, and then he touches the kiosk. Mm-hmm. And I walked from behind the counter where I was working, and went up to him, like, back up, sir. And he's like, what? I was like, you're coughing and then touching this. This is nasty. So I sprayed the kiosk down and wiped it down. I was like, sir, you can't do that. It's nasty. Other people use it. Well, so many people use this machine. You can't, you shouldn't.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And then I told my executive chef about it. I said, girl, let me tell you about this nasty ass man. And I sprayed him and that kiosk. She's like, Andre, why are you telling me stuff that can get you in trouble? You got to stop treating customers like this.
No.
This is the kick in the head. Mm-hmm. A month later is when we learned about coronavirus. Mm-hmm. And then she goes, Andre, just keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, you need people who are vigilant like that.
Yeah.
Because you have so many people who are scared to ruffle feathers, who are scared to the customer is always right type of mentality, and I have that too. Me personally, I would have been like, he's just nasty, and been over there.
Yeah. So
people like you who are like, you know what, that is nasty. Yeah, do that, because that's what we need. Because that's the reason why coronavirus keeps spreading, because we have people who are scared to say something to other people. You see people coughing and picking up apples and stuff.
Right.
And
well, I did have a woman. She got on to me about not wearing my mask, and it kind of made me mad. Mm-hmm. One, because she was an old white woman, so the spirit of my ancestors was coming through. Mm-hmm. I was like, this old woman telling me what to do. Mm-hmm. I'm just not liking it. But, granted, she was right. I need to have on a mask. Well, I had the mask on, but, it was on my chin. Yeah. So I was like, I'm fat as hell. I can't breathe.
That's the thing, y'all. That's the thing.
But, it did. But, she was right. I kind of wish she would have taken a different approach to it. Mm-hmm. And then, but yeah, we need more people like that. Right. As much as I did not like her for what she did and how she did it, we do need more people like that. Because maybe, she would just be gone, just disappear. Because I don't see this going away. As I do see another shutdown in our future. Call me Cleo. Call me now for your free reading.
Call me now.
Right.
It's another shutdown, definitely, because coronavirus
and her cousin.
Yeah, the Delta and
the Alpha and the Beta.
The Beta. The variants is what's getting people now. Corona. Oh, she already took out who she gonna take out. Now her cousin them coming like, we want
to where now they coming out with a booster shot for the people who've been vaccinated.
Which is crazy. It's like you already got 2 vaccines. Then you need another one to make sure those vaccines could take care of everybody. So
Anybody got time for that?
everybody's got time for that, but it's crazy.
People are running out of room on their own.
But you see how history is repeating itself.
Yeah.
It's just repeating itself. You know what I'm saying? We had the Black Plague. We done had so many.
Spanish flu.
The Spanish flu. Swine flu. We done had so many reasons.
Remember when lettuce was gonna kill you?
Man, because it had all kind of other stuff in it. Spinach. Y'all don't remember spinach?
Mad cow disease. You know, it really does let me know we as a species have gone just a little bit too far.
Too far.
All these diseases and the variants, and it's getting a little bit too much.
Yeah. Nah, for real. Nah, on some real, we have gone too far to the point where we are killing ourselves, and now we
are dying of the flu.
Yeah, and then we kind of like backpedal, like, oh, whoa. No, stop. Like, stop. It's all this stuff is made inside of a lab, and I know a lot of people are like, that's not true. It's true. Ebola, AIDS, any of that stuff that kills mass people was made
in particular areas.
Was made inside of a lab. I'm sorry, because God is a natural God, and I ain't trying to get into religion.
Our God,
but God is a natural God. God is going to take you out naturally. He's not gonna come up with no Ebola, no swine flu, HIV, AIDS, COVID. He ain't gonna do it like that. God gonna come through, and I don't know how many, Christian believe, Christian people we never heard with Noah and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, I feel like when God ready to take everybody out, He gonna take everybody out naturally. It ain't gonna be no, oh man.
Right. And when I think, to me, when I think of naturally, it's our own doing, our own downfall.
Yeah. Global warming. Natural stuff.
Oh my God. I hate global warming.
Natural.
And I know it's real, and I know global warming is real only because not because of the icebergs and Antarctica and all that bullshit. No, I've been in Texas for so many years.
Hey man, preach.
I know what he
doing. Preach.
It's been so hot in the past few years.
Preach.
To where it's like I do not remember this.
It wasn't like this. I've been in Texas since 1981. It was not like this.
1993 or
it
4
was
for
not
me.
Like this.
Not like this. Because I remember, because I would go to my Facebook memories, and I remember a post I had made where it was snowing. I was like, it's 80, 90 degrees outside. What? No, this can't be right. Something's not right. Something in the buttermilk is dirty. Something is in there.
Yep.
That's how I kind of realized, like, yeah, global warming is a real thing. Because I just do not remember it being this hot. Like, it's always been, like, oh my gosh, like, we've always known that August was the hottest month. Yeah. This year, every month was hot in the summer. June, July, and August. Which I don't remember it raining in August. But yet, we had a whole week of rain. Now, okay, let me say this, and then we're going to move on to the next subject. Global warming does not mean it's just constantly getting hot. It means drastic changes in not the weather, but the climate. Yes. I don't ever remember it raining. It's out of place. Something ain't right. Mm-hmm. And I do not remember it being, I don't remember any rain in August. I just remember August being so damn hot the whole 31 days. And then it finally cools off towards the end of September and October. Then it's, start getting cool. We didn't have a whole week of rain. Mm-hmm. Maybe they got those drones from Dubai to come over here and rain.
Wasn't even, I know, because I heard about that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even that hot.
No. It has cooled down in August. Well, due to the rain for a whole week. For real, a whole week from Saturday to like
Saturday.
Yeah, a whole week. Weird. But June and July, it was hot as balls.
Hot as balls and tiny whitey.
100, 110.
Yeah. It was. I ain't lying.
Right, but
I was like, what? I was even shocked. I was like, damn, this is crazy for real.
Right. But I remember the rain came and I was like, this is gonna be over by Monday. No, it was cloudy and rainy the whole damn week in August. Yeah. I'm like, no, this ain't normal. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you gotta watch the In the Same Breath documentary.
Yeah,
it was really nice. But a lot of people in there, it's not actual, because you got to read the subtitles. A lot of them speak the native tongue, either Mandarin or Chinese or. I'm pretty sure there's another language thrown in there somewhere, but you gotta watch it because it's really good. Just to see the people who experience COVID-19 firsthand was really, really nice. And they were saying how I think that was one thing not that I didn't like it, but it was something interesting because I remember. Over here, we thought coronavirus was traced back to someone eating a bat in a market. Mm-hmm. They don't even mention that.
Wow.
Like they mentioned it going back. They mentioned it to where it was traced back to a market in Wuhan, China, but it's not they don't talk about that's how this and that's how it transported or transferred or
right.
Got to humans. They don't talk about that.
Yeah, because normally animal to human transfer is so unconnected. Like it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
A lot. That's why you can be sick around your dog and your dog never get it. You can be sick around your cat and your cat.
Oh right, your dog can be sick and you don't get it.
Right, because
maybe because we're not eating it.
Well, I'm just saying like the human to even if you're eating, the human to animal transference is not like a thing. That's why everybody was like, whenever the Ebola came out,
when HIV,
they was like a monkey.
Somebody having sex with a monkey. Girl, really?
Oh, we got American. Okay, anyway, let's.
Okay.
It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But anywho, I'm gonna watch it.
What you been watching?
I have been watching, so I watched, y'all heard me talk about Resort to Love with the Christina Aguilera movie. I watched that again.
What?
I finished it.
What?
Christina Aguilera, Resort to Love?
I've never heard of it.
It's a new movie that came out last week. I told you what the dude that do, it didn't come out last week. I watched it last week. The dude that do impressions. Who? I forget his name. He be on Jimmy Kimmel. He was on Jimmy Kimmel. Anyway, I watched that.
Skinny guy that was on SNL?
Yes.
I know him. Jade?
Yeah, Jade
Nova?
Yeah. They did a movie together. It was
funny?
It was a C. I watched that and then I watched a little docu-series called Heroin. It was about the heroin.
I saw that. It kind of threw me off because Netflix sent me a notification. How do you like heroin? I was like, wait, what?
So that means, are we on the same Netflix?
Yeah, I'm using it.
Oh, okay. That's probably why. Because I had watched that. And it was all right. It was a movie.
But it threw me off because I didn't watch it. So I was like, what do I think about heroin? Heroin? What? What I think about heroin? Wait a minute. I was like, wait.
Get out of my business first and foremost.
Girl! How you know?
I know whenever I see it, because I be forgetting that, that Netflix is a community app. So I be forgetting, like, whenever they send me a thing, they be like, how did you think about 5 Heartbeats? What?
Right.
I ain't watched this.
But it threw me off. I was thinking about heroin. Hold on.
I don't think nothing about it. It's a drug.
They were like, how do you like heroin? Wait a minute.
The hell of a drug. Y'all watching me? Get out of my business there.
Right.
I'm doing too much.
Get out my Google search.
Y'all do. But I had watched that and it was okay. It was just about the heroin pandemic that's in Virginia. And it's like more people in that part of Virginia have died of heroin overdose. It's like mama, sister, brother, auntie, cousin, everybody. And it's about this lady who's a police chief. I mean, a fire chief, and she is trying to control the whole pandemic of people.
Kind of hard when you right off the water.
It is. I mean, and then you
that's where they get the shit in. That's where they get the shit in right off the water.
Right off and be fresh. Anywho, I watched that, and then I watched Django Unchained.
I don't like that movie.
I had never seen it because I'm not a Quentin Tarantino fan.
I am a Quentin Tarantino fan. I just did not like Django.
I can honestly say that I like Django Unchained more than I like Pulp Fiction.
Why? Because Jamie Foxx was upside down naked.
They didn't even show anything. They barely showed it.
Well, I had already seen Jamie Foxx naked, so it was like.
No, that's not why. They showed his little booty. I was not. The reason why I say I liked it better than Pulp. That one real boss. I liked it better than Pulp Fiction because of the blackness of the movie.
The black revenge.
Yeah, the black. Yeah,
yeah.
I liked it better than Pulp Fiction because of that. But I mean, Pulp Fiction had the same characters. I mean, Samuel Jackson, besides Jamie Foxx.
John Travolta.
Yeah. And then, but they had Leonardo
DiCaprio,
DiCaprio, whatever his name is. How you say it?
DiCaprio.
But I like Django. I did. I really enjoyed it. It was a good watch. I watched it at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the scene where the two slaves are fighting to death.
Oh, I hated that part. I hated that part.
I didn't like the man having Bible pages strapped on him as his weapon. Like, it was just, I don't know. I do feel like I do like Quentin Tarantino films, but I do feel as though he lives some sexual, weird fantasy through his films.
Quentin Tarantino is what you would call disturbed.
He is Weinstein, but not touching anybody.
He Weinstein. He is what you would call, you can live, if you got some mental issues, you can live vicariously through his film and be happy. That's what I would say, because he is like mental illness at its best.
Yeah.
On film.
I don't like his fascination with the N-word.
Oh, he loves that nigga.
Yeah, he was in this film saying it.
Yeah, he loves
a good chunk of his film. I'm just like, sir, I'm uncomfortable just hearing it.
He just infatuated with black people, period. I can say that.
Yeah.
He does.
He really likes him or he don't like him. Like how Vivica Fox was the first one that died in Kill Bill. I'll always remember that. Yeah. But, okay, so, and then how Ving Rhames, the black guy, was the one that's raped.
Mm-hmm. The biggest, not even just the fact that he's black, but a big, strong, black man was sodomized. Mm. That's why I say I like Django. That's the reason why I said I can take Django more than I can take Pulp Fiction just because of that scene alone.
I don't never watch it.
I watched it a couple of times.
There's some parts where I do skip, especially when Quentin Tarantino was like, "You got a bloody nigga in my car," or it's like, "Oh my gosh."
The N-word don't really just do too much to me because I already know that they say that shit on a daily basis. That's part of their life.
Yeah, but I go to a movie to escape. I don't go to a movie to face reality. And it was like, I like Pulp Fiction. My favorite movies by Quentin Tarantino has to be the Kill Bill series because it's a very interesting story. Not like Uma Thurman and her big ass feet. And after that would be Pulp Fiction.
What else else he got out? I don't know too much about his.
Oh, and then Hateful Eight. That was a good
Hateful
movie.
Eight. Okay.
That, to me, like, even though, you know, they used the N-word, you know, kind of heavy in that movie, but it was still really, 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 really funny.
Mm-hmm.
With a twist ending. So it's like, okay, but yeah, that's it. But Django is not in my top.
Your top, yeah.
No.
I can see why. Me watching it for the first time, that'll be the last time. That's one of the movies that you don't have to watch again.
No.
Like, you just good with the first time. It's so out there. The cinematography of it is good.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can say about him is that he can shoot good. But it's just he shoots well. Or whoever's shooting for him.
Yeah.
It's just too much. It's like it's overly done as far as the racism, especially with the old black man who just so self-hating that he wants to hate on the best thing that probably ever gonna happen in his life. You know what I mean? The black savior. And I know that every movie that we see, we have a white savior, but having to see that black savior was good, but it was unrealistic. It was like it was just too much going on. I know it's an old movie, but I watched it, so I'm talking about it. But yeah, that was what I watched this week.
Yeah, after I watched it once, I said,
yeah, I said that too. I was like,
ain't no point of watching that again.
That's nothing.
And to me, that's how I know a movie is good. That's how if I can watch it again. Mm-hmm. Like the original Jurassic Park trilogy, Godfather trilogy, Kill Bill, Land Before Time, like a good chunk of movies where like I can rewatch it and just be perfectly fine. That's how I judge whether a movie is good.
That's pretty much
Django is not one of those movies that I want to rewatch. No.
I'm good with that. Speaking
of a movie that I will not watch, and then we're going to end on this note, is the Emmett Till movie that's supposed to be coming out.
I'm going to watch it just so that I can talk about it.
Nope. Well, yeah, you do that. Mm-hmm. I'm not watching it.
I'm going to watch it so we can talk about it here. But we know the Emmett Till series. Whether you ever, it don't matter who you are in life. If you're an American person, you heard about Emmett Till, and you already know the story, it's messed up. But I will watch it just so we can talk about it here on the show. And Dre won't watch it, so he will have to listen to me.
No, just like there's a lot of stuff I won't watch. I won't watch. Okay, it depends. Like fighting videos.
Yeah,
media.
Stupid.
Interactions with the police, especially if it ends up bad, and slave movies. I'm just not.
Yeah. I'm done with that.
I have no mental capacity for that at all. And it's only because I'm tired of being. It's like watching 9/11 over and over again. I only miss that because 9/11 is coming up, and last year I did piss a lot of people off.
Well, let's do it again.
Yo, yeah, I really do. That's what I plan. I plan on calling in.
I remember that.
I do plan on calling in on September 11th and going under every post and go all buildings matter.
Oh, that was man, sure.
Right. Well, she's probably happy now because we're not at Fishbowl anymore. But she called Fishbowl. Okay, so I was making those comments and the woman was going. Okay, go ahead. And but that's it though. But I'm gonna tell this story and then we'll be done. This woman, I was going on posting on All Buildings Matter, and this woman called Fishbowl. Like, I want him fired. He shouldn't be working there. Right, and then they was like, Andre, so-and-so called the studio, and this what happened. And I said, don't they not know I'm paying you for me to be here? It ain't the other way around. Okay. But yeah, that was hilarious. So I do plan on doing the same thing this year. Only because I have nothing else to do. I have nothing else to do. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We have to go. I have laundry to do. And I'm pretty sure LaPree has something to do. Well, sure. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, leave a comment under there. If you want us to give you some advice, make sure you guys write us. You can email us at pickastruggle2020@gmail.com. You can also, if you follow us on our private social medias, you can message us and tell us like, hey, I'm going through this. What do y'all think? And even if you have hot topics for us to talk about, you can email us or private message us and tell us what you want us to talk about or you want to hear our opinions about. But that's it. We're done. That's all we got. Ain't got no more. And we will catch y'all later. Are you? Okay, there she is.
Bye, y'all. See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
It won't last. Look.
That's because I already did my 10,000 steps today.
Told you so.
Screw you, Sam. I'm going home.
Today's segment is pretty much talking about pick a struggle.
You pick a struggle.
Have to pick a struggle.
Gotta pick a struggle, bruh.
You need to pick the goddamn struggle.
You have more than 2 struggles if you have 3.